Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey here, once again with another video on The Flash, Season 4. So The Flash is on later today from when this video is going up, which should be pushing forward the story for this season leading up to the finale, which is just over a month away from hitting our screens. But speaking of the finale, we actually have some stuff coming from the finale shooting, which is quite interesting, and we could be seeing the seeds of what we will be talking about in this video being planted in today's episode. Obviously that being episode 18 for those watching later on, or in the next couple of episodes after that. Now I do want to say, big spoiler alert, we're going to be talking about stuff in the finale as I just said, so if you do not want to know what we're talking about, or at least the finer details of what we're talking about, do not continue on with the video. Go watch another one of my videos on my channel, there's quite a lot, so you should be able to pick one out. But yeah, just don't continue if you don't want to know spoilers. But if you are continuing, be sure to let me know in the comments section down below your various thoughts on the stuff we go over, because it's pretty interesting and I'm very curious to see what a lot of people have to say, so let me know in the comments section down below. And of course, if you're going to enjoy the video, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like to show your support for these types of videos and subscribe to the channel if you're new. So in regards to when this scene we're going to be talking about was filmed, I'm not too sure. I have to be completely honest there. I am not too sure when it was filmed, as I have just come across it. So I don't know all the finer details to it. But as I detail what the scene is, you should be able to guesstimate where this scene should take place in the finale. So the scene involves Candice Patton as Iris West, as the show is The Flash and we are The Flash. But it also involves another character, an interesting addition to the good side if you want to call it, and that is Kim Engelbrecht playing Marley's DeVoe, aka the mechanic. The scene involves Marley's in a lab, unsure whether it is Star Labs or some other lab, but you would have to think that it is in Star Labs just because, well, it makes sense. And they are working on a way in which to defeat and take down DeVoe. And she isn't in the lab with Cisco, Caitlin, or even Harry, but actually just Iris. And yes, I know many of you are probably already panicking, ringing the alarm bells and preparing to gouge your eyes out and block your ears up, but do hold on and calm down for a second. We will jump into the reason that, this sort of makes sense as to why Iris and Marley's would be in the lab together by themselves, and why it lines up with some stuff early from this season in a bit. But really, this shouldn't come as too much of a surprise that Marley's has turned on DeVoe, especially following the revelations of the latest episode, which was episode 17, might I say, in which DeVoe basically has Marley's on a loop through the use of Brainstorm's abilities and the Weeper's tears to distort what she's thinking. So eventually Marley's will be able to gain some form of control and break that loop, or maybe Team Flash will do that, and that could be why she is helping them and teams up with them. We will just have to wait and see, I guess. I think the biggest surprise to many is that Marley's actually makes it to the finale and isn't killed off before that. But obviously she does, so congratulations to Marley's, I guess. But in regards to what they are doing in the lab, that is up for debate and further theorizing, if you want to call it. But the thing that I think they are working on isn't something to necessarily kill or heavily take down DeVoe, really injure him, might I say, but just something to sort of split his mind up and return it to how it was before the particle accelerator incident when he used the thinking cap, which would also involve splitting the consciousness and powers of the bus metahumans from his mind and body. Now, this could possibly also include saving the lives of maybe not all the bus metas, but some of them, including Ralph Dibny, if he were to be taken over by DeVoe, which, going by recent promo stuff, could be the case. I don't think they would be working on anything over the top that could, kill DeVoe, because even though Marley's would be, not a happy camper to say the least, I doubt she would want to kill the man she loves. It is important to remember that she is the one who built all of DeVoe's fancy tech for the most part, so she will be the key in regards to countering whatever DeVoe is doing. So Lois Lane, eat your heart out. And also, with not wanting to kill DeVoe, even Team Flash might be well, if he's got the consciousness and powers of the people inside him, there might be a possibility to reverse that, or even Marley's might even bring it up saying, look, it's possible to reverse this and return the minds and everything to the proper bodies. So that might be the plan. So not kill him, just take him down, stun him, just to, get him down, if that makes sense. But we'll get into this topic. Why is Iris in the lab with Marley's? Why not Cisco, Caitlin, or Harry? Why Iris? Well, Marley's and Iris have actually had a few great scenes opposite one another this season. Iris's best scene, in my opinion, this season was most likely the one in the courtroom where she goes after Marley's. That scene was great by both actors, but mainly Candice Patton, as I said back in my review for that episode. So seeing them come together after that to not only protect Marley's husband and stop him from doing damage to the city and himself, but also to protect Iris's husband, Barry. Hypothetically, it sounds like it would be a great conclusion, if you want to call it, between these two and their feud with a somewhat happy ending. But but I would prefer if they just assisted in the takedown rather than being the main driver of it. As I said in my most recent Flash video from a couple of days ago, Barry needs to actually beat one of his big bads for once, might I say, not let another force or person be the one to do so. I know a lot of people say he beat Zoom, but he didn't really finish off the job, the Time Wraiths did. So Barry never actually got to properly defeat Zoom. You could say the same with Savitar, but Iris was the one to finally take down Savitar. So Barry's never properly finished off a villain or properly defeated them, and this would be a nice season if he were the one to do that. Now, there was another finale scene shot that we know of, which I brought up in my live stream, I think it was yesterday, which involved Cisco, Barry, Captain Singh, and Ralph Dibny. So he's in that scene. Ralph hasn't been in any of the previous episodes, I'm pretty sure, going by Instagram and where the actor's been, but he has returned to Vancouver for the finale, which makes me think he isn't going to be turned into DeVoe, but DeVoe will take him in today's episode later on. Then again, DeVoe could go into Ralph Dibny's body and then just change into his old body. We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, it's a bit confusing, but the actor hasn't been in Vancouver, but he is back in Vancouver for the finale shooting. Now, in regards to those 4 characters of Cisco, Barry, Captain Singh, and Ralph Dibny, they were shooting scenes around the same area, but all 4 of them weren't in the same scenes at the same time, if that makes sense. It's sort of like varied, but those were the characters on set. So this could be right at the end of the finale. My theory around it is that maybe Ralph comes back to life, they sort it all, and maybe Captain Singh gives him a job at CCPD. Maybe it's like a contracted private investigator or something like that. That'd be a pretty good ending for the season if I was going to write it. But wait and see what happens there, I guess. There was also a scene shot with like heaps of flattened and damaged cars on the streets of Central City. So some big fight goes on throughout the streets. Most likely DeVoe just unleashing all of his abilities, maybe flinging Barry all around the joint. He's smashing onto cars or something. Who knows? That's my best guess at what could be doing all this damage. There are like photos showing on the screen right now of all those damaged cars and stuff. I will leave the source for those photos in the description below if you want to go check out some more photos from the Flash finale shooting. Now, from what I have heard about and seen from the finale shooting, it does look like it is going to be good. It would struggle to be worse than last season's finale because, well, like, we all know how that went. But even though I know many haven't enjoyed this season, I've been one of the people who has. I've actually enjoyed this season for the most part, enjoyed the story, and I'm looking forward to how it all wraps up. But obviously, there will most likely be more finale-based videos coming out over the next week and a bit as they do finish off the filming for it. So we should get more of an idea of what is going to be roughly going down come the end of the season. So stay tuned to the channel for all of that. But I do want to just give out my Patreon shout out for the month of March. I know it's the middle of April now, but I just left it until like around the middle of April, I guess, just to promote it a bit more. So I give it a shout out to my premium patrons of Sam, Sean, Simon, Nikolai, Sue, Carter, and John. And then I want to give a shout out to my Stream God patrons of Anthony and James. And then finally the We Are The Flash patrons of Dalton, Charlie, Kyle, Lisa, and Christopher. So thanks guys for supporting the Patreon. If you guys want to check it out, check out all the different rewards and stuff, I will leave the link in the description down below. And yeah, go check it out. But thanks for watching guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like on the video to show your support. Let me know in the comment section down below your various thoughts on what I went over in this video. What do you think is going on with Marlies and Iris? What do you think they're going to do to take down DeVoe? Do you think they're going to build a device to just take him down? Or are they going to build like a specific device to counter what he is using? Just let me know in the comment section down below what you think. Do you think Ralph's coming back in the finale to beat Ralph? Or do you think it's DeVoe that's taken over Ralph? Just let me know in the comment section down below all of your different opinions. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I'll catch you later guys. Goodbye.